bump in the road, approaching bump in the road. How are you doing, Vortex? What does this remind you of? I'll give you a hint. It's a really, really old story that involves a woman behaving very badly. You should never listen to women, because that's what we're responsible for. If a woman happens to follow her intuition, it's because she's of God. Most women don't follow their intuition because they don't have intuition to follow, because they're modern. Modernity has completely destroyed femininity as well as masculinity. And a lot of people can do videos about this on YouTube, but they don't practice what they preach because they all have an iPhone. And they probably shop at Amazon. So, it is quite exasperating living in America. Sometimes I feel like I'm in this country as some sort of punishment. And I think that because of how conscious I am of a lot of things that most people are totally oblivious about. And we gotta hold the camcorder now. It's very bumpy right here. Yeah, but we're extremely primitive. I think that this is what makes us attractive to men, since there's probably no other reason for men to be attracted to me aside from the fact that I still have a vagina. When I say that, I'm not being obtuse. I'm not trying to be transgressive or weird or rebellious or anything, really. I'm just speaking from my own personal experience, and as a very primitive person living in the most industrialized country, people are not happy in industrialized countries. If they were, they do more with their freedom than piss on it. Okay? The song is very creepy. We had to switch it up. If you haven't been following me regularly, I've been listening to nothing but the Sex Pistols for the past couple of weeks. But we wanted to get our German on, so now we are listening to Kraftwerk. Looking glass. You see that? 1977. We don't really listen to much modern music. The only thing modern that we really listen to is St. Vincent. Because the bitch actually has talent. And she proves herself to be an actual artist. Whereas I think that a lot of people, they've succumbed to the liberal persuasion, and so they have to say certain things to go along with that, you know? Like, a lot of these female artists don't identify as feminists. Like, they don't think of themselves that way at all. But because of the culture, they have to pretend that that's a philosophy that they subscribe to. So annoying. That's why, like, I hate being a woman, because it's like, people either expect you to be stupid and ditzy and just like a retard, essentially, or they expect you to whine about oppression that hasn't existed in quite some time. I don't even think that women are oppressed like that. I think that people just don't know how to deal with anything. You know, women don't know how to deal with their hormones. That's why they're all on anti-depressants. So, back to my point about how, you know, women don't trust intuition that they don't have, because it's been robbed from them through modernity. So, Eve, listening to the serpent and eating the apple, it's like she's trusting the world. She's not trusting the one that made her. She's trusting the lies and deceit of a fucking snake. You know? Hello? Let's not trust women, folks. See, my intuition tells me to put stickers on my face, even if they don't stick to my face. And bullshit. The sticker is supposed to be sticky, damn it. I put stickers on my face to indicate that I am not a guinea pig. Okay? I eat pieces of fruit that were not handed to me by a snake. And I listen to German electronic music, and I read my Bible. I have several Bibles to choose from. My Orthodox study Bible is completely falling apart. It's a hardback, and it's falling apart. I'm sorry about the sun, y'all, but I can't help it. I can't help what it decides to do, okay? It's burning. But Bill Gates is supposed to take care of that, right? So good. The Granny Smith really is the best one because it's sour. It's so warm today. It's probably going to be like 2 degrees tomorrow. That's what that means, you know? So we should just enjoy this nice weather while it lasts, for like the day and a half that it lasts. And then we go right back to the natural disasters, right? Isn't that awesome? The fact that they even call them natural disasters just kind of proves that they're not. Can I turn? my favorite. Showroom dummies. So true, it's like everybody. You're so silly, dude. I am very, very silly. But that's why I'm so much fun. I think that there is like some sort of innocence to me that doesn't really exist anymore because everybody decided to voluntarily become infantilized through technology. And through that infantilization, they have been robbed of their empathy, they've been robbed of their creativity, they've been robbed of their compassion, they've been robbed of their ability to discern fact from fiction and see the opportunity that awaits us. You know, so people are just so stuck on this victim mentality. And they have no idea that we still have so much potential. But because, you know, all the people do is stare at a phone, they find that shit hard to believe. I can't do anything about the sun. I'm sorry. You probably already left. But don't think that I'm not annoyed, because I'm very, very annoyed. But anyway, yeah, it's like people are so hung up on like what the elite are doing, and they're missing out on things that are happening right in front of them. They're missing out on their creative potential because in Western countries, you know, everything is based off of like a caste system that we don't really talk about. Because it's a voluntary caste system, you know, and people think that because, oh, well, I'm not a creative person, you know, they leave that up to those in the entertainment industry to dance for them and sing for them and write shitty ass satanic songs for them, okay? Well, I don't know if I'm like anti-American or I'm like as American as one could get, because like I really am truly free in my thinking and my emotional capacity. It's like elastic. And the more empathy you have, the more opportunity there is for creativity, the more opportunity there is for, you know, being able to understand why things are the way that they are. And if you don't have empathy, then you don't understand why people make the decisions that they do, because you can't imagine what it's like to be them. You can't not put yourself in their situation, but take yourself out of it completely and imagine being a completely different person in a completely different social setting, maybe in a completely different part of the world, or with a completely different set of circumstances, you know? How can you solve problems if you can't empathize? How can you fix the world if you insist that you're right about everything and you are so fixated on, you know, how wrong people are, or how satanic people are, or how stupid people are. You know, I mean, I know I bitch about people a lot being all those things that I just listed, but it's like, I understand why they are like that. You know, that's why it doesn't surprise me at all that Americans are this dumb, because they don't really have much to work with, you know, because they don't live in a civilization that fosters the DIY approach. And if you don't do it yourself, it's not going to mean anything. If you don't figure it out for yourself, it's not going to mean anything. If somebody just tells you what to think, how are you going to be confident in that? You know? Most people really are showroom dummies. You know? Thank you so much, Kraftwerk! For explaining everything. I mean, I work at a restaurant. I think y'all probably know this about me. I've worked in restaurants for a long time. And seeing the same people day in and day out make the same bad decisions, you know, it makes sense why we have all the health problems that we do, and why so many people in this country are obese, okay? And obesity is not discouraged. Now, should we shame obese people? I mean, I don't think that that's a very useful tactic. It's a tactic that people that don't have empathy would use, because they don't really care about fat people. You know, they're just disgusted when they look at them. Oh. Gotta love those coffee grounds. But I want to do things in a way that's actually effective, you know? And my problem with our society is that people are not effective in the way that they communicate. And that makes sense because they rely on social media for everything. I'm able to navigate, even though I don't have a smartphone, I'm able to navigate because I still have people skills. And I hate society with a fire and brimstone passion. And I still have better people skills than people that use their phone for every motherfucking thing. Like, these door dashers have no people skills at all. They just stand there and they wait for somebody to talk to them because they don't know how to say, hey, I'm here to pick up an order for da-da-da-da-da. They can't even do that. That's like how they make their money. That's what's so crazy about it. You have like 3 jobs. Drive around, go to a restaurant, go inside, or maybe you go through the drive-thru, talk to the person that works there, pick up the food, and then drive it to the destination. Your phone does pretty much all the work. But the minimal amount of work that you have to do, you can't even do that. So, this is why I hate technology. Because when people rely on technology, they lose sight of what really matters. Okay?
but I know that people definitely agree with me, but they're not in the position that I'm in where they can just say fuck it and get rid of the technology before the technology gets rid of them, because that's the sole purpose of it. For those of you that don't know, you're fucking oblivious.
Anyway. Where's my other hat? Yeah. But yeah. I'm just really grateful that I trusted myself. I mean, I don't always do that. And if I don't, follow my intuition, I always regret it. But it's really important to go with yourself, even if that means that you're rejected by society. If society is rejecting you, you're doing it right, because society is stupid. Okay? Society is so dim-witted. And they choose the serpent. They choose failure. They choose victim playing attention-seeking behavior because they don't know any better. Like, everything has been totally feminized. So, of course, men act just like women, and women are, like, super obnoxious. Like, they're already really annoying anyway, but now they're, like, extra annoying, and extra terrible, and extra selfish, and emotionally manipulative, and vindictive, and all that, because they live in a society that encourages this behavior, and basically tells them that, like, yeah, you are a victim. You're a woman. You have a vagina. You're always a victim. Perpetually. Everywhere you go. People are just waiting to take advantage of you. Well, yeah, pharmaceutical companies. Pharmaceutical companies, abortion clinics, the education system, college professors. That is true. It's just not true the way that they say it is. They couldn't get me, man. I was a sociology major in college. I said, fuck this, I'm just going to work in restaurants. That'll teach me everything I need to know about society. Totally right. Working in restaurants taught me everything that's wrong about this country. Freedom.